Hello, I am back. This is me. This is Game Webcam right here. I made this channel 10 years ago. Back then when I was about 9 years old, 8 years old, and I was just a simple little kid who didn't know better. But now, I am making a return to this channel, and hopefully for good. Now, the first thing you're probably asking yourself is, where have I been for the past 6 years? I used to upload on this channel quite often, and then I all of a sudden disappeared from this channel, not returning to it for years. Well, on my 13th birthday, which is May 6, 2013, I made an entirely new Gmail account, and I created a new YouTube account and named it Metrono Ivernan. But let's go back even further. I discovered YouTube in the year 2009, and I created my first Gmail account the year before. Prior to my Gmail, I had to use a Yahoo Mail account, which was under the control of my mother, considering that she was the backup email to that account in the case I would forget my password. I created the Gmail account as a way to be independent from my mother's control. And I also got the Gmail because even my 8-year-old self was sick and tired of getting constant spam mail in my inbox. Now keep in mind, spam filters weren't as eloquent back in 2009 as they are today. And my 8-year-old foolish brain thought it would be a great idea to make a bunch of accounts on a variety of different websites. Meaning I got a whole lot of junk mail. However, a couple of months after I created my Gmail account, I found YouTube and figured out that it was a big hub of videos that circulated all across the internet. I mean, looking at my subscriptions now, even I knew to subscribe to PewDiePie. Now, all jokes aside, a lot of the channels that I subbed to were mainly Domino compilation channels, cat channels, random YouTube channels that decided to delete all their videos for some reason, some god-awful garbage content that even the kids today wouldn't like, and a lot of Let's Play channels. Now, I did watch some garbage content back then, but I am really glad that I didn't watch meaningless Vine and Reddit compilations, garbage corporate content such as BuzzFeed, and, I'm too scared to say this, nursery rhyme channels. I digress. A couple of months after watching things on YouTube, I realized that you had the power to upload. The first thing that came to mind was playing and recording a casual run-through of an Adobe Shockwave player game called FFX Runner. From watching many videos on YouTube, I've heard of the infamous HyperCam 2 software, so I decided to download it, figure out how it works, and record my very first YouTube video. Of course, the original audio has been removed after I uploaded it to YouTube, because there used to be this wonderful feature called Audio Swap. Now, for all the youngins who don't know what this feature is, Audio Swap was an official YouTube feature that allowed you to take out the audio from your video and replace it with different audio, most of it being music. In this case, I decided to pick Going Under by Evanescence, because I liked Evanescence back then. I followed that video up with a Playing with Fire video, which was followed up with an Onslaught 2 video. Both of these contain general footage of me playing 2 Flash games online, which should give a sense of some of the games that I was into back in the day.
He obviously forgot the Ball Revamped series.
Both of these videos do have remnants of ancient YouTube nostalgia, which includes the unregistered HyperCam 2 watermark and the common audio swapped music. Sure, it wasn't 009 sound system Dreamscape, but it was still nostalgic enough. I then stopped uploading for a couple of months after uploading Traffic Slam Bug, which had the added nostalgia element of Notepad.
But I decided to do WordPad because I was a fucking dumbass.
From the next video I uploaded, I was actually discovering Roblox for the first time. I have always had a desire to make stuff on my own from a young age, and I wanted a 3D sandbox game that could do the job. That's when I first discovered Roblox on YouTube, and it was a game that I was actually interested in. I decided to go to the website for myself, and I managed to create my Roblox account on February 6th of 2010. A couple of months after the account's creation, I uploaded my first Roblox video onto YouTube, and Roblox has been the game that covers most of this account's history. I mainly just use Roblox's in-game screen recorder and use that to upload videos for this channel. Nearing the end of my ancient video history, you begin to see me subtly reveal my face for the first time. Now, I had to pretend to be a father who was in his late 20s because I was under the age of 13, and I realized that having a YouTube channel at that age would break the terms of service. Now, I obviously didn't do a good job, but I had to keep my identity a secret so YouTube wouldn't give me a suspicious look and try to delete my channel. At the time, I was worried about this, so what I did was lie my age and just made sure to never reveal my identity out to anyone for a long time. Now, YouTube could care less today, considering that millions of kids have YouTube accounts and are freely roaming around YouTube. Now, I was really worried at the time about revealing my face, but I'm kind of glad that I did, because you get to see what I looked like back then, and I have concrete proof to tell you guys that I have been on YouTube since the golden ages. However, these were going to be the last couple of videos that this channel was going to be uploading for a long time. In mid-2013, I have been starting to not upload and watch videos on this channel anymore because I wanted to start off a new journey on YouTube. This time with a legitimate account that broke no legal standpoints. I decided to create a YouTube channel called Metrono Ivernan, along with a new Gmail entirely. It was the succeeding channel to this one, and that's where I've continued my YouTube experience for the next 6 years. Over the course of those 6 years, I've accumulated almost 3,000 subscribers, a couple 100,000 views on some videos, and plenty of new friends. Unfortunately, you cannot find Metrono Ivernan on YouTube anymore, because I unlisted all of the videos from my channel because I wanted to start off the channel fresh. I was simply not enjoying making gaming content anymore on the channel, and I've lost my fan base over burning out so many times. However, here's a free video that I'll offer you guys to show you that I'm not lying when I say that this channel exists. Now don't worry, there will be a day where all these beloved videos will be public again. But I am just going to keep Metrono Ivernan tied to me and the fans that are still loyal to me. For now on, Metrono Ivernan is no longer a reality. I began making content on my newer YouTube channel called More Exemplum, but I eventually fell back to this channel after not touching it for almost 6 years. I actually wanted to get this channel back to see if I was capable of accessing it. It wasn't easy. I had to go all the way back to getting my Yahoo Mail account back, so I had to work with my mom to help me get this account back, because she was the recovery email, and she was still using the same email that she used when I made the account.
Thank goodness.
After 30 minutes, I managed to recover my Yahoo Mail account, set a new password that I will remember, and I decided to write down the password. I then tried to log into the Gmail account that was associated with this channel. Now, I was fortunate enough to use the Yahoo Mail account as the recovery account for my Gmail. Had I not done this in the first place, I would not have been able to convince Google that I am the person who owns this account. Because after I confirmed the email Google sent to my Yahoo Mail account, I had to explain to Google that this was a very old account of mine and I was going to use the YouTube account that was associated with it. I had to wait for the next 2 days for Google to respond back and give me the password reset link to my old Gmail account. I came up with a new password, wrote it down, and secured both my Yahoo Mail and Gmail accounts with my phone number in case if I lost my password again. I was very excited to get my old email accounts back because it felt like a renaissance rediscovering my roots and accessing them again. Now, a lot of people who have accounts like these aren't fortunate enough to get them back, whether it's because they haven't taken the necessary precautions to recover the account, or because they've completely forgotten about it. I plan on using this channel to host some gaming content, because this channel mostly has gaming content on it, and I want to expand that concept even further. However, if you want some commentary alongside it,
as if commentary isn't already a saturated genre,
then I might do that over on Morgzemplum. Morgzemplum is mainly going to have what I would dub the lower tier content on it, whether that be reactions, commentary, story times, etc. The former Metrono Ivernan channel is going to be rebranded for what is dubbed original content, meaning some sort of higher quality content that an older and mature audience might find enjoying. For now, I want to break into this channel by doing a combination of Morgzemplum style content and game webcam content. I will be making a couple more videos, maybe a Q&A or doing some reaction to some of my old videos on this channel, but I want to do one more thing before ending this video, and that is modernizing this channel. Alright, so I'm currently signed into my game webcam channel right now, and I'm going to be starting to make some changes to this channel. For the past 24 hours, I have not touched this channel at all. Not touched the subscriptions, didn't touch any of the uploads, didn't touch anything on this channel. But now it is time to make some adjustments to this channel. Let's talk about some of the things that I want to keep on this channel right now. One of the things I want to keep for this channel is the username. I still want this channel to be referred to as Game Webcam. I'm not going to rename it to Metrono Ivernan Gaming or Morgzemplum Gaming or whatever. It's going to still be called Game Webcam. And the reason why is because I feel like even though I was 8 years old when I created this account, I feel like this username still means something. I find it very funny that I named a YouTube channel Game Webcam, a combination of gameplay and a webcam, before Let's Plays became popular. That's what I kind of find really strange, because if I were to have been the appropriate age at the time and probably would have done Let's Plays, I actually could have boomed on YouTube. Now, I don't want to say that I want to steal PewDiePie's credit, because PewDiePie is the person who popularized Let's Plays, but I'm just saying, if I was a bit older at the time and I were to start doing what is considered to be Let's Plays, then maybe I would have had a much bigger fan base back then. It was only the fact that I was so young is the reason why I wasn't able to do this so soon. So we're keeping the channel name the same. Another thing that I want to keep the same is all of the videos that are on here, maybe with a couple of exceptions. Because there are a couple of videos that I'm really not proud of wanting on here, and I'm probably going to delete them off the channel. Not private.
Delete them!
I mean, I'm gonna be renaming some of these videos. I mean, like, for this example, I'm probably gonna rename this video to... Alright, so I'm gonna rename this video to Why I Quit Roblox. I was technically on a hiatus from Roblox, but it wasn't I did eventually come back to it. You notice a trend here, right? So let's save that change. So I renamed it to Why I Quit Roblox. Okay, there's one video that I want to delete in particular, and it's this fucking video. I mean, okay, let's talk about this. So, I was a big fan of iCarly at the time, and one of the things that I found interesting at the time was Ginger Fox. So, obviously, I wish she was a real thing, but, you know, she's obviously a parody character. She's not fucking real. But I obviously took it so seriously back then to where I took a music video from someone where they actually allowed you to take somebody else's video and rebrand it as your own back then, and decided to do an annotation glitch that you could do with the old YouTube player where you could loop videos. Now, obviously, this doesn't work anymore with the new YouTube player. If you want to loop a YouTube video, all you have to do is right-click and then click on loop, and then boom, you've looped a video. So this video I'm going to delete because it's just so dog shit. I mean, it's honestly a video that I am not proud of, and it's not my content. So I'm going to get rid of this video, hopefully for good. Alright. I didn't private it. I'm deleting this video. Because it obviously is a piece of crap, and that should not ever exist in the internet. So, there's one other video that I came across while scrolling through this that I want to delete. Okay, so it's this video that I want to delete. Now, this video, it's self-explanatory. It's really stupid. So, if you want, the summary of the video is, I film my mom while she's sleeping, and I use this stupid iPhone app where I shoot a missile and blow her up, essentially. It's a really dumb video that I filmed back in the day. Back then I found this funny, but I actually am finding it so cringy to the point where I'm going to delete this video. It honestly does not deserve to be on my channel, and plus my mom deserves better. She honestly doesn't deserve to fucking be humiliated on the fucking internet like this. I obviously didn't know better, so this video is being deleted. Alright, and delete that video. Alright, deleted. Awesome. This video, I want to rename it. I'm not going to necessarily delete it, but essentially, I just randomly say bad things at the computer. No swears, though, because I didn't swear back then. But I was pretending to be angry at a game because I somehow found that entertaining. Now, of course, it's a really dumb video, and I personally think it shouldn't be up. It's not so bad to the point where it should actually be deleted. So, all that I'm going to do to this video is just going to rename it. Alright, I'm going to rename this to I Pretend to Have Anger Issues. And then I'm trying to get rid of the phrase my son, because I don't want to pretend that I am a father anymore. I want it to actually portray me now. So I'm renaming my son to just me now, because I'm 19 now, so I obviously don't break the terms of service anymore. So I think it's fair enough that I should rename this all to myself. I also want to update this username to Diphonic used to be Monkey1589, because that was my first Roblox username. My first Roblox username was Monkey1589, but obviously I don't have that username anymore. But I actually should revert it back, because I'm actually going to change the username again soon, because I want to have a more interesting name. I feel like Diphonic is starting to see better days. Save the changes, and here we go. Now we have an appropriate title with an appropriate description. Okay, fun fact. Before I came up with the name Metrono Ivernan, my previous internet alias was Bydra Schnog Logowitz. Yes, you can criticize that name all you want. It sounds ridiculous. But that was an internet alias that I created before I turned 13 and created the Metrono Ivernan alias. So I just wanted to point this out because I think that's pretty funny that I even made internet aliases back then, and they were even more ridiculous. So, let's move on. Alright, so we got another video here that says my son, so obviously I'm gonna change that title to the appropriate version where it's gonna say my face, myself, like something along those lines. Game-tastic fun with chewing gum, starring young Metrono Ivernan. I'll say that. And save. Who's better, me or the statue of me? Shut up, who cares, honestly? You look fine. So you're gonna notice a couple of videos that are in my early history of YouTube where I make videos specifically dedicated to where a username is hacking or this person's just an asshole, don't talk to this person. Because back then I thought that actually did something. Nowadays, I wouldn't do something like this because I know that's just pointless and you're feeding the troll. But obviously, I didn't have those mannerisms back then, so while it is annoying to have to keep these videos up, there's just no point in deleting them. I'm just gonna take the humility and just keep the video up. Yoshi025. Okay, so this video, I basically used annotations to pretend to play Slenderman. Let me tell you a fun fact about that video. While I was recording this video, what you are seeing right now is them getting access to my account, trying to change my passwords and my emails so that way I couldn't get back into my account. Fortunately, thanks to a subscription, I was able to revert back the email address, get my account back, and then I changed the password so they couldn't get back in. So, I did fall for a scam in Roblox back in the day, but now I know better to not do such a thing. I thought that would be a fun and interesting story for you guys to know. Just gonna change this to my diet instead of my son's diet, because it's me, I'm not playing as a father anymore. When it comes to these face reveal videos, I'll react to them in a separate video for sure. Like, I guarantee you I will react to these videos sometime in the future. JC sucks. Oh, I remember when Roblox groups used to be such a big thing. I mean, war clans used to be so big back in the day. I mean, they obviously aren't as big of a thing anymore, but they used to be such a big thing back in the day. Anybody remember Fear? Do I look classy? Okay, I don't know why I would be so self-conscious about what my Roblox avatar looks like that I had to ask other people in the game how I looked. Bro, just stick with the avatar that looks best to you. Don't seek on other people's approval. You are better than that, Isaac. Just be yourself. It's not that hard. I think that covers all the videos that are on my channel. I remember that I uploaded a couple more videos in between this time period, but I obviously deleted them because even my 9-year-old self thought those videos were bad back in the day. I'm just gonna say this, if my 9-year-old self thought that a video was bad back in the day, you know how bad that video really was. Okay, get this garbage off the... Get this garbage off my channel. I'm sorry, I mean, okay, I don't want to fire shots at Fred, because, you know, he was a big personality in the early YouTube days. I'll give him that. Like, he was somewhat funny back in the day, but now I just cannot stand watching 5 seconds of even one of his videos. That's why I think his content's now garbage. It was definitely popular content and people did find it to be good content back in the day, but in nowadays standards, it's garbage. So that's why I'm just calling it garbage. So for anybody who is gonna get triggered over that, hopefully that is a good enough explanation. Hopefully that's a good enough explanation as of why I kinda don't like Fred anymore. The next thing that I want to do for my channel is change the profile picture. I know this is such an iconic picture, so let's talk about this profile picture for a second. I had an obsession with pie. I discovered pie back in the day, and I used to have an obsession with it. Like, I literally would go to a website that was dedicated to singing a song, reciting hundreds of digits of pi. That's how obsessed with it I was. And to this day, I can still recite a decent amount of digits of pi. But the reason why that this was my profile picture is because I had a huge obsession with the irrational constant pi. Now, obviously, this profile picture has got to go. It's seen better days. I'm going to change it to a more modern profile picture that I think will suit it much better than a simple picture of pi. So for this occasion, I did make a special profile picture for this, so let me just find it real quick. Alright, here we go. There we go. That's a lovely picture. I think that will do just nicely. Alright. Game webcam's profile picture has finally changed. About time, isn't it? Let's take a look at my about description. I'm kind of curious to see what I put down back then. You can comment, but don't curse in my videos. Now, obviously, I was a young person back then, so I would get PTSD every time I saw or heard a swear word. I used to actually be so scared of seeing swear words. But that's definitely changed over the course of the years. I can now say swear words and pretty much feel fine. Now, of course, I'm going to try to control my cursing. I don't want to curse too much because I did have a big cursing problem in the Metrono Ivernan days. So I want to start swearing a lot less, but I am going to swear if I do get really angry. Just a footnote about cursing. Warning, this account is offline for a lot of days. I'm sure people could instantly tell that I was a little kid just based from my grammar. I mean, my grammar's atrocious. Jesus Christ. I am online for great subscribers. What does that even mean? I mean, I am online for great subscribers. Oh, I think what I was trying to say was
I cared about fans who treated me nicely.
Or to gain subscribers. I've always talked about this, but back in the day, I was so desperate to get subscribers in my channel because I cared so much about the numbers back then. Still kind of do to this day, but not as much. But back in the day, it was a big issue. I wanted subscribers like it was air. But still, none, because I wasn't getting a whole lot of people subscribing to my channel. So I am only online for subscribers. So read this funny note. Stop it. Stop throwing darts on the wall. You darts? What the fuck was I thinking when I wrote this? I obviously was having like some ADHD episode when I was writing this crap. I mean, I probably watched a video back in the day and it just stuck to my head and I just used to repeat it out loud, so I obviously put it down there. This is such a garbage description. I'm changing this. I am so changing this. Alright, so here's the new description. Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel was originally the historic era back in the golden ages of YouTube, before I created my Metrono Ivernan alias. Now, I use this channel to upload my gaming content instead of using my former Metrono Ivernan channel. I hope to continue the goal that I wanted this channel to be when I was just a little kid. I go live on my D-Live, so feel free to check it out when you get the chance, and I obviously give my link to my D-Live, so I think that's a much more appropriate description to whatever the hell I just wrote down back in the day, so gonna add my D-Live as the first link, just in case. Alright, this channel is starting to take a little bit more of a modern shape. Last thing that I want to do is add some of the featured channels. Now, these are mostly going to be my other channels that I have on YouTube. More Exemplum and Metrono Ivernan. So let me add those real quick. Alright, so I updated it to my other YouTube channels. I'm adding the 2 YouTube channels that I'm going to be using more actively. I know there's another YouTube channel that I have called Fusca Lane, but I'm obviously not going to add that one because that's a defunct channel. I may specialize Fusca Lane for something, but for right now, I'm not going to add it to this list because I don't see a reason to have a 4th channel right now. One last thing that I do want to do with this channel is finally add some channel art to it, because channel art wasn't a thing back then, so I obviously just stuck to a profile picture. But I currently don't have any ideas on what to do for the channel art, so I'll have to think of something and then eventually make it the channel art. And then I'm going to start and customize my homepage so it means something more instead of just a cesspool of random videos that I upload on this channel. So I am repairing this channel, I am modernizing it, and I'm gonna make this channel active again. So I think you guys are gonna really enjoy this. So more videos are coming on the way, so be sure to stay tuned. Peace.